Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little guest. As you can see, you've probably seen or heard him in my videos in the past. Right now he's shaking like a leaf and acting as if I'm holding him hostage, but I'm not, I swear. He's my little doggy. He's a Chihuahua. His name is Chico. I got him nearly 3 years back on the 13th of January. It's going to be 3 years since he's my dog. So this video is going to be about what it's like owning a Chihuahua in Baku, what do you need, and so on and so forth. I'm going to let go of him because he's way too fidgety, and as you might be able to see or not, his little tail has been stuck in his butt because he's just horrified. So without further ado, let's get into this. You can go down now. Thank you for your time, kind sir. So now that you guys have met Chico, let's get into this video. So basically a lot of people have asked me throughout the years, because I post about my doggy everywhere on social media, and they've asked me, Anjana, where did you get him? How much did it cost? What do you feed him? What's the medical procedures like? And so on and so forth for a doggy in Baku. And I just want to make this video to educate you guys in case you're planning on getting a dog yourself, or a Chihuahua in specific, and just tell you guys about my experience and the requirements you may or may not need. So without further ado, let's get into this. So, Chico is a 3-year-old Chihuahua. I got him on the 13th of January 2018, and I found him on Top.az, which is basically the Azerbaijani equivalent of Craigslist. So the average price range for Chihuahua puppies range between 1000 to 1800 manat. Now that was way beyond my budget at the time, so I was searching for a cheaper option. It took me nearly 2 weeks to find Chico, and when I did, I seen this picture of this cute little doggy. He costed 250 manat, and I was like, oh shit, Chihuahua for that cheap, something must be wrong with him. So I called the lady, and I swear to God, this woman spoke to me for like around 30 minutes, asking me about my prior experience with owning a dog, how do I plan on taking care of this doggy, and so on and so forth. She said because he's a baby, and even though he's 9 months old, he's still not developed yet and he's just a very, very loving child, but his parents did bully him. He has been rejected in the past by someone that was willing to buy him but didn't end up buying him. So I basically told her that I had a dog 9 months prior to Chico, who was my doggy for 11 years. He was a toy fox terrier. His name was Lucky. I had him since I was 8 years old, and he passed away when I was 19. But then 9 months later, I said that, okay, no, I've healed. I need to get a new doggy because my house cannot be without a dog. Like, there is no way I will ever live without a dog in my house. I told this lady this, and she was very happy to know that we have experience with raising a small dog, and we agreed on meeting, and we met at 28 May subway. She brought the dog in the subway in a little purse, and I thought that she literally didn't bring him because he was so small, and the bag was completely zipped, and I was like, where's the dog? And then she unzipped it and she took him out, and I was like, oh my god, he's so small. And I started crying. I picked him up, and the first thing that happened while I held him was that he farted. Chihuahuas do tend to have dental issues, and Chico unfortunately is one of those Chihuahuas, and I plan on getting his dental care looked after in a couple of months as soon as I have saved up enough. But yeah, that's why you might have seen memes on the internet of Chihuahuas with their tongues hanging out. It's not that they're trying to be funny or that they're weird, it's just that most of them have rotting teeth, and that's why their vets are forced to have to remove all of their teeth. Next question I get asked is, what do you feed him? So as I mentioned, Chihuahuas do tend to have dental issues. That's why we feed him puppy food. And Chico is a very, very weird animal. I think it's got to do something with his childhood trauma as a puppy. Basically, he can't eat in a bowl, so he prefers to have his food on the floor. If he had his way, I swear he would have even drank water from the floor. But water is something he compromises with, being in a bowl, but not food. We feed him twice a day, and we usually give him snacks during the day. Like, he really likes cheese and he really likes kalbasa, so we keep on giving him that. Then the next question is, are Chihuahuas difficult to potty train? Do not underestimate a Chihuahua's intelligence based on their size. They are actually one of the smartest small breed doggies that have ever existed. Chihuahuas were bred back in Chihuahua, Mexico, because these small doggies were used to catch rats. So if you want to call my dog a rat, no, do not do that. Call him a rat killer, because that is what he has been bred for, and his ancestors have kept on breeding and breeding and breeding for him to finally exist. So for anybody that thinks of calling my dog a rat as an insult, you stand corrected. They are easy to potty train. They do learn things really quick. He knows basic words like yes, no, come, go, sit, move. He knows all of that. But Chihuahuas also have this tendency of playing dumb. I don't care what people say and what they might come to say in his defense, but I know when my doggy understands something. So for instance, he knows that he has to pee in the toilet because we live in an apartment, we don't have a house. So he has to pee in the toilet, and he has been doing that. He doesn't go anywhere else and do it unless he's feeling creative, bored, or revengeful. In that case, yes, you will see him sneaking into one of our bedrooms, and when we're not looking, he might just lift his little leg up and do his business. But in terms of taking him out for walks and asking him to do his business, we never actually had to ask or wait for a long time. He always knew it, even when he was a little puppy, because we've been traveling with him quite often. Like, since we got him, we've been going to different regions of Azerbaijan with him, and he's super chill with it. He knows when we stop, he can come out, he can drink water, he can take a pee, he can take a poop. He has no issues with that, and we never had to train him in that sense. Then the next question I was asked is, are Chihuahuas friendly? They are. The ones that I've met apart from Chico are extremely friendly. They are harmless. Most of the time they're all very frightened, and that applies to Chico as well. However, I wouldn't title Chico as friendly. I'd title him as selective. So he doesn't interact with each and every person. Most of the time because he's scared, but also because it takes him time to trust the person. I mean, yeah, he does sound a lot like me. What he does when he sees a stranger, for instance, in our house, because that's where he's in his comfort zone, he keeps his distance and barks at them. And if they try to go and touch him, he'll run away, but he'll continue to bark. So that's how he intimidates people. And people might get a bit frightened of him, but come on, he's like a 2.5 kg doggy, like what the hell. However, when we're out in public, he's extremely quiet. You won't hear him bark. You won't hear him whine. You won't hear him whimper. He's extremely quiet. And people often ask me when they see us on the street that, hey, can I touch your dog? And most of the time I decline it, because honestly, I do it for people's safety. I trust my own doggy, but I just don't want him to pull a little Travis the chimpanzee on someone, like, we never know. However, when he's in his comfort zone, which is at home and with my mom, myself, and my dad, he's extremely friendly towards the three of us, especially my mom. He cannot be without my mom. If he's alone with me in my room, he whimpers till I let him go and be with my mom. When he's with my mom, all he does is stare at her and keep on nudging her for attention. The only time he's fully with me is during the night. That's the only time he lets go of my mom once she's asleep, and then he comes to my bed and we both sleep together. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't care about me, because there are instances where my mom or my dad come to hug me, and whenever they do, he comes in the middle because he doesn't like it. He thinks that the person is trying to kill me or do something with me, so he starts barking at them. And then there are instances that even though he's friendly with my dad, at night when we're in my bedroom, even if my dad plans on coming inside, he's going to growl at him. And if my dad does the mistake of coming and trying to hug me, he's going to try to snap at him. And we haven't taken that risk up till now. But yeah, but you might experience the same behavior with other Chihuahuas because they are very, very needy doggies. Like, that is just something you need to know straight up. They need their attention 24/7. Yeah, if you don't give it to them, they can possibly fall into a very deep depression, which is extremely saddening. So we do try our level best to be there for our doggy. What is the medical procedure for owning a Chihuahua? Basically, Chico has always been a very healthy doggy, thankfully. However, I'm not sure about cats, but a dog needs to be vaccinated every 3 months and dewormed as well. So firstly, what we do is we get him this little bone-shaped tablet. It costs 5 manat. We give him a quarter of it because the tablet is for dogs that are up to 10 kgs. After 5 days, then we're supposed to take him to the vet where he gets his shot. The shot costs 25 manat and we take him to Alphabet to get it done. And I've always been taking him there since I got him. That's a very, very clean clinic and I haven't heard any bad reviews of Alphabet. So I would highly recommend them in case you're looking for a place to take your doggy. Apart from deworming and vaccinating your dog, it's highly recommended that as soon as you get your dog, you get a passport done for them, which I didn't do. I was a little bit stupid. So basically, the procedure for a passport is that you take your dog when he has to get vaccinated, you get him vaccinated, get him dewormed. Then once they have that done, then you can have the passport, because they literally put the stamps in the passport that this dog has been vaccinated and this dog has been dewormed. And also, apart from that, when you get the passport done, you also need to get your dog microchip, which is extremely important. And the procedure for a microchip costs 50 AZN at Alphabet. And basically the procedure is that they inject a needle at the size of a crochet needle at the back of the doggy's neck with a little microchip in it. And then once they apply the ointment, you can take your dog home, but your dog is finally microchipped. So now there's this app that you can download onto your phone that will basically allow you to constantly track your dog. So God forbid if this little doggy were ever to gain the bravery of some sort to actually leave the house and run away, I would be able to find him pretty easily thanks to the microchip being inserted. Also, a quick note about microchips is that our vet said that animals tend to screech when they get microchipped, but Chico didn't make a sound. He was extremely quiet and patient, and once the procedure was done and we got him back home, he was running around anyways. But it is advised not to touch your animal in that area for at least a week to 10 days till it completely heals, because it's very sensitive and they can bleed. I really hope that you guys found this video informative, and it's the new year that's coming up soon. So I will see you in the new year, and thank you guys so much for watching. Do not forget to donate to my GoFundMe so that I can move to a wheelchair-friendly city next year and attain my undergraduate degree in marketing and advertising. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Ağzımı dönerim. Ağzımı yerim. Ne bileyim. Sonra ne? Neyinirler başka? Kurban olum sana. Ay kardeş.
They say I bang, they never toy with me.